And today we are back in the garage and we are going to be doing some updates in the car. Nikki's looking good. Here's a quick update since we last saw her. We got the 400R lip kit installed with the under tray. We coated that with rhino liner to protect it. I'll put some pictures.
Here's the under tray. Looks pretty sweet. Can't see. I think it's lined. Rhino liner thing. So it's protected. And it protects my carbon ducts. These guys. Pretty cool.
And anyways, so she's running really good. Um, we've been chatting out with Freddie from Spec Tune, the best in the country when it comes to tuning Skylines. And we are going to basically convert the car to E85. So in this video, we're going to be installing a flex fuel sensor, and we're going to take the Nismo high flow fuel pump that we had installed last year. We're going to replace it with a DW400. And the main reason for this is really just for safety of the engine right now. Not really to make more horsepower. It'll run a lot cleaner. It'll give us a little bit more juice, but overall, it's really just for running the engine cooler. It brings a lot of benefits to just a lot of safety features when it comes to running 85. So it's a pretty simple setup because of the way the car's tuned right now and the way that it's stood up. All we need to really do is just upgrade the fuel pump and install a fuel flex sensor. And my dilemma right now is trying to figure out how to mount the sensor so it doesn't look stupid, because we have like this OEM plus look, and I don't really have a good way of doing it because we have to, and let's see, we have to go, this is the return line for the fuel. We have to go in somewhere where this line splits, so we have to split this line, and there's not a lot of really great room there to connect or hide the stupid sensor. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my boost controller off from here, and I'm going to mount the sensor here. I'll have to do a loop because it'll come this way, so I'll loop it underneath so it comes back into my return line, and then I'll probably mount this guy here. We'll see how that looks. But before we do that, we got to purge the car of fuel by taking the sensor from the fuel pump in the trunk and then just cranking it until it burns out. That should release a lot of the fuel that's on the line so we don't make a mess. It's still going to leak, but it should be pretty straightforward. Let's see. All right, so car's running. We're testing. We were able to mount the kit right here. I don't know if you can see it. The best we can do for now. I didn't have the right size clamps, the OEM style clamps. I ended up having to use these that I have it laying around. I don't like them. I'll eventually switch them. But for now, this is running. There's no leaks, so everything looks pretty good. Now, next thing we got to do is do the fuel pump, but we'll do that at a later date. All right, we're back today. It's a sunny day. It's hot in the garage. Last time we left with the we put the the flex fuel sensor up in the front. We have it right there. Today we're going to tackle the fuel pump. So I found in my parts my old pump that I took out. If you remember from our one of the previous episodes, we installed a Nismo high flow because this pump was going bad. So we still have the old one, but the reason I took it out is because we need this connector. So we're going to reuse this connector, even though it looks kind of crummy, but we're going to use this because we need to cut this wire and then splice it to the new one. And that's about it. Because I'm not cutting my high flow Nismo pump that I just got not that long ago. I'm probably going to store that up. All right, let's get going. We got to get everything out of the trunk and get into the gas tank from the back. All right, so we got the fuel pump out. Here's what it looks like. Do yourselves a favor. Before you take that out, release your pressure by taking gas cap out. Also, buy yourself one of these. It'll make your life 10 times easier as you put this back out. Here's the pump. Here's the brand new pump we bought not too long ago. It's right here. This is the Nismo high flow. So we're going to take this off and put it back and store it. And we're going to basically use the old one because we have to clip this wire. I don't want to ruin this. This is brand new. So we're going to put this away as a backup. It's a very expensive pump. And we're going to replace the 1400 DW. So for the most part, all of this stays the same. I did get another gasket, even though I replaced this one last time, but just in case, because these things have to be torqued. So we use a new gasket. The DW pump is smaller, so we'll have to mount it in this section versus here, because we want. Notice how the angle of this is sticking out. You want to keep that in the same angle as this mounts into the gas tank like this, so you keep that angle, right? So it goes into the gas tank like that. So let's see what that looks like for a second. All right, so we're about to do a soldering job. I don't like crimping things when they go into fuel, but so red goes to blue, black to black. So this one has a little red line on it because that's the power. So power to blue, black to black for ground. This connects to the top. Then we'll have to mount the pump in here with the clamps. And then we should be able to, oh, then we got to run a hose to this thing. I don't know that this hose is going to be long enough. So that should work maybe. And that's it. All right, so we got the pump installed. Here's what it looks like. We got a longer hose to go all the way up here. That's about as long as we needed it because remember, this was supposed to be here, and then from here we had this length hose. So it was like that. So we ended up having to add more to get it down here. So we just extended it, and then we solder the two joints, and then this connects back here. Then the other plug is in the tank. That is for the fuel gauge, and it connects in, and that's it. It's ready to go back in. So this mounts straight in, and we can start putting it all back together again. Let's get to it. Something else to note, because I'm paranoid, I got a new seal for the top cover, even though our current one is, we changed this one a few months ago, but you know, there's a new one. We got the pump plugged back in. We're about to test because we're playing with fuel. I got my extinguisher ready to go in case something happens. But here it is. Everything's back on. Everything's plugged in. We're just gonna test to make sure we have no leaks, and we hear the pump prime and everything, so it's getting the right voltage. It should be pretty easy, but you never know. Let's test it out.
Here's my key. All right. Well, I heard a prime, which is good. That's what we want to hear. Make sure your gas cap is back on so you can get full pressure. We're not in gear. And here we go. All right.
And I basically lost audio when the car turned on because I switched the mic to the internal mic of the car. But here what I'm doing is just checking the sensor in the front, making sure there's still no leaks. Everything looks fine. And then I'm walking back to check if there are any leaks at the main line return line and the air breather line, and everything's good. So pump is working. Thumbs up.
All right. So we made our connection harness to go to the ECU. This is the plug. Basically, what it's going to be is white is going to be signal, black is ground, and then red is our 12 volt direct or constant 12. So we have enough length, probably too much. I just order some of the sleeve stuff because I'm out. And so the next thing to do is we got to jack the car up, take that wheel off, snake, well, put the sleeves on that, and then snake it through the firewall here, and then connect it into the ECU. It'll go into one of our signal inputs and ground through the ECU, and then 12 volt constant from the car. But for now, we're gonna stop right here. We'll pick up a little later time because it's hot.